So more bad news for Elon and Tesla. That's the subject of today's video. And in fact, they are dropping like flies over there as he loses another exec. This was the headline today. Tesla's top North American sales executive leaves amid slump. Oh man. And he's been losing so many employees at Tesla. He just lost the CEO over at Twitter. And I want to go over the details of this stuff because, frankly, I don't think this charade can last much longer, especially with declining sales, right? The money's not coming in like it once was. Tesla's top sales executive in North America has left, and that's an important mark to them, of course. According to people familiar with the matter, the latest high-level departure as the automaker that is facing a steep drop in sales. They're getting crushed in Europe. They're getting crushed in China. The US is still sticking around, but this recent announcement today is like, okay, so does this person see something, right? Troy Jones, so that's who it is. The vice president of sales, service, and delivery in Tesla's largest market has departed after 15 years of the electric car company. Time to get out, right? Also, this is more description. We talked about this before. More people have left in recent days. The move comes less than a month after the departure of Omid Asfar, a top aide to Chief Executive Elon Musk. And we talked about when this guy left, it was kind of weird. Just like a couple days before, he was posting positive stuff about the new robotaxi thing and how much he loves Elon and how much he spends time with holidays with Elon. And then he's gone. And then I think he just got promoted as well. So, these are two major departures. And then the guy, even talked about him, Asfar was his name, had been promoted less than a year ago to oversee all of sales and manufacturing operations in North America and Europe. So how can you lose your sales and manufacturing in North America and Europe and then lose your sales exec in North America and still function? And then, there was an HR person that also left. I think it was North America. So that means chances are Tesla's not hiring anyone. And then they also lost Milan Kovac. That's a vice president of engineering. This is kind of crazy. And Jenna was the person, the name of human resources. This is kind of a crazy time because lately Musk has been juggling his company's sort of money around. And I'm going to be careful on how I say this because it's not necessarily his money. We'll say company's money or investors' money around. So for example, this is what he's floating today. Elon Musk floats a new source of funding for XAI, Tesla. I mean, of course you saw this coming. Now, you got to remember the history of this stuff. XAI bought Twitter, right? Twitter is just burning through cash. XAI is burning through cash. So you pump up valuations of this stuff. You trade amongst yourself. And then theoretically, if you want to bail out the other two companies, you're bringing another company. No, this one's publicly traded, though. So it's not as easy for Elon to manipulate that stuff. But I don't think anyone's shocked by this stuff. And it's funny, when we talked about this last time with my wife, the first question she asked is like, how is this stuff legal? Welcome to the USA, and welcome to why Elon Musk is buying off government officials as much as he can. Tesla MD, I don't even know this count, but he's got lots of sort of, whichever word to say, Tesla fluffer accounts on his platform. So Tesla MD says Tesla needs to be able to invest in XAI. Otherwise, not fair to Tesla and retail investors, really. Okay, Elon Musk replied, "It's not up to me. If it was up to me, Tesla would have invested in XAI long ago. We will have a shareholder vote on the matter." And just think how crazy this whole thing is. Imagine you're a CEO of a company, right? It doesn't matter the company. And you don't go to work and you just like hang out in Florida all the time with Donald Trump and you tweet out nonstop controversial stuff, right? Any number of things. You guys know the kind of stuff he does. He has multiple wives, multiple kids. You walk around the office and you offer women that you work with your sperm. For real, this is real reports. And then you have all sorts of scandals, be it hurting employees, equipment that doesn't work as promised, false advertising, insider trading, any number of things. And it's like, how does this thing keep going on? You can catch up in the last video when we talked about the shell game. You're pumping up valuation, et cetera, passing money around companies. Now we're trying to pump up SpaceX and I don't know how long this can go. I mean, it's so crazy. Musk SpaceX plans share sale that would value the company at about 400 billion. Okay. And it was just last December, they were saying, hey, it's worth 350 billion, but these are privately traded companies, so they can just kind of say whatever they want. And then now I guess the latest thing in order to keep this party going, we are getting money from the government here That's XAI and Grock, I guess. I saw that the military may be using Grock, and this comes at a time when like Grock, I guess theoretically they solved their problem. So this is the actual headline. Grock will no longer call itself, right, the Nazi guy, or base its opinions on Elon Musk promises XAI. Really? This is the actual post here. Okay, we spotted a couple of issues with Grok 4 recently that we immediately investigated and mitigated, okay? One was that if you ask, what is your surname? It doesn't have one, so it searches the internet, leading to undesirable results. And that's where it came up with the name Mecha Hitler, which is kind of strange. Another was that if you ask, what do you think? The model reasons that the XAI doesn't have an opinion. And so then it searches what XAI or Elon Musk might have said on the topic. So that's sort of their explanation of where it gets its answers. I mean, basically from Elon. So when it starts calling this kind of stuff, that's where it comes from. And then it got a military contract for 200 million. I mean, isn't this obviously this whole thing is a shell game, a scam? It's subsidized by taxpayer dollars, this whole thing. And that's why you have to expose it. And, you know, it's sad there's people out there who actually worship Elon. You know, you'll see him from time to time. And it's just this weird thing. And you'll get who his audience is. But how much, you know, how many of Elon's audience are going to buy his stupid cars or now buy his anime girlfriends? This is an actual headline. Elon Musk turns his AI into a flirty anime girlfriend. Really? Okay. And this is what we're, I guess, selling to the military. Elon Musk soft launches SF and NSFW, right? Not safe for work, AI companion, a week after chatbot goes on anti-Semitic tirade. And this is the new anime companion from Elon Musk. He's retweeting this. Anime companion now available in Europe. Oh wow, great! And I am deeply surprised. It's German. It's amazing. Was playing around with it a bit. Okay, so I guess if you want a anime AI girlfriend that speaks German, Elon Musk has got you covered. And if you want your you know, anime AI girlfriend to also, you know, refer to itself as a mecha Nazi person, I guess you can do that. Although they said they'd turn that feature off, but you know, who knows, maybe you can turn it back on if that's what you really want. Annie is totally chill. We're besties now. Grok companion feature is awesome. Really? Okay. Here's next plan to save Tesla. Elon's plan is we're going to try to sell $70,000 cars to people in India. That's their plan. It's the Tesla Model Y. Okay, Tesla's Model Y debuts in India, priced at a hefty $70,000 as the EV maker tests the waters. And if you guys know, you saw my channel recently, we actually saw BYD for the first time. Because I heard about BYD. You know, I've seen the Hyundais, I've seen the Kias. They're better than the Teslas. And then the thing with the BYD is that they're very, very competitive, better than Teslas, and come in like half the price. So why would anyone touch a Model Y at 70,000? And it's in India, meaning that they're going to have lots of lower cost cars there also. I mean, I want to hear your answer to this. Is anyone going to buy this thing? And you know, I know the fanboys and fangirls, oh my God, we're in India, 70K. Oh yeah, that's going to sell like hotcakes, but really, okay. And then this is this description. It's actually kind of interesting because it gets into the tariff stuff which we've been talking about. So why are prices so high? It's according to CNBC here. So this is actually the CFO, Vahiv Tanahe, and actually he's been selling tons of stock. Every time I get a email from the SEC regarding Tesla's filings, he's always dumping stock. So the CFO, yes, is always dumping stock. You can check that for yourself. It's on Tesla's website. It's all public, and something that the Tesla fanboys and fangirls will never talk about. But anyway, so he confirmed the company's interest in India, but said it would take a careful approach to the market, considering its 70% tariff on EV imports and 30% luxury tax, right? So Tesla, it's in both of these categories. So high taxes on luxury stuff and high tariffs. And so obviously the cost goes up. The same way that costs are going to go up on many goods in the USA because of high tariffs. Not that hard to figure out. But the, you know, Fox News people or whatever to always try to gaslight you and act like you're not going to pay more. But yeah, you know, will you be seeing $70,000 Teslas in USA? You never know with Trump. You never know. These high taxes explain why Tesla was forced to set its prices so high in India, despite the country's preference for EVs at much lower price ranges, right? So I mean, everyone is going to want something lower. I mean, if you know anything about, in developing countries, they're not going to sell that many of these things. Sure, there'll be a few people that might want it, but it's just priced so high, and there's just too many other choices. It's a non-starter. And then you have the legal problems that Tesla's got here. Tesla trial over 2019 fatal accident involving autopilot begins. And we'll see how that one turns out. It's just scandal after scandal after scandal. It's money shuffling among his companies. The dude's an addict. He's erratic. And lately, I think he's been attacking Trump over the Epstein stuff. So this is the wildest drama, and that's why I always track it with you guys. But really, the news is, I mean, and it's no way you can paint this as good. Tesla's top North American sales executive leaves amid slump. We're talking about sales slump. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this one. I do appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next video.